Welcome to Passport for Wellness. Today's excursion will start in 1 minute. Enjoy the sights and sounds of today's Passport for Wellness destination. Welcome to Passport for Wellness. Today's excursion starts now.
Well, hello there. Looks like you're ready to do some traveling today. I'm your conductor, Hank, and I am just thrilled that you'll be traveling with us today. Before we get started, make sure you have enough space around you so you can move freely without bumping into another traveler. That also means having your own chair to sit in when needed, as well as the person's chair in front of you to use for balance when standing. Make sure you have enough space to walk in place and to stretch your arms out wide and move from side to side. If you plan on sitting throughout our excursion, make sure you have enough space to move your legs and to stretch out your arms and can move from side to side. Just follow along with what you see on the screen at a comfortable pace. If you're sitting, make sure you follow along with what you see in this special box. Be sure to slow down or stop at any point if you feel lightheaded or dizzy. Only participate if you feel confident and comfortable moving your body throughout our travels. So, where are we headed today? Oh, so we're off to the land of dragons and dynasties. One of the world's great cradles of civilization. It's definitely on most people's bucket list. It's China. Why, I can remember traveling over to China myself many years ago. Of course, I was much younger back then. Thanks for joining me today. My name is Henry, and I'm so excited to be here with you. In China, the world's most populous country, we're in Shanghai on the Bund or Outer Bank, where the river and history make a big turn. Let's get walking. We've got a lot to see. Shanghai is China's most populous city, with more than 25 million residents. It was one of the few cities in China trading with the West in the 19th century. That's what you see along the Bund with its colonial architecture. Shanghai became a global center for commerce in the 20th century. And that's what you see on the other side of the river in the iconic Pudong skyline. Here, let's stop and get up on our toes and stretch as tall as we can. Shanghai has 3 of the world's tallest buildings standing together at the same intersection. The Jinmao Tower, the Shanghai World Financial Center, the Shanghai Tower, along with the Oriental Pearl Tower, just a few blocks away, which is just as tall as the other 3. All of them taller than the Empire State Building. Excellent reach, everyone. The Bund is a wide pedestrian embankment where every morning people come out to do Tai Chi. Let's join them. Make a wide stance, then move your arms and tighten your chest, like this. Tai Chi started as a form of martial arts. Now most people do it for their health and stamina. The slow hand movements and balancing promote both muscle tone and flexibility. In China, millions of people make Tai Chi part of their morning routine. Sounds like a great way to start the day to me. Okay, let's start walking. Exercising with Tai Chi, or even what we are doing today, is a great way to stay fit. What was the first type of exercise you remember doing? Was it fun, like our journeys? I hope so. Maybe it was a workout from doing chores. Staying active is the best way to enjoy each and every day. Don't you agree? Okay, now we have made it to Beijing, in front of the Forbidden City. Let's check it out. For nearly 500 years, the Forbidden City was the Emperor's palace, starting with the Ming Dynasty in 1420, all the way to the end of the Qing Dynasty in 1912. It was called Forbidden because no one could enter without the Emperor's permission. This place, this palace, is huge. Almost 1,000 buildings covering nearly 200 acres, with nearly 10,000 rooms and antechambers. You could get seriously lost here if you don't keep up with your tour guide, so keep up. All right, stop. Let's start swinging our arms like we are banging a large gong to announce our arrival. Being summoned to the Emperor's Forbidden City was very special. First, you have to cross the moat. Okay, let's switch sides before you get anywhere near the inner court and its three main halls. Forget how long it took you to get to Beijing. It's like another day just to make it through the Forbidden City. Great job, everybody. Okay, let's start walking with slow, deliberate steps, like we're about to be in the presence of the Emperor. The Forbidden City has many shrines, shaman, Taoist, and Buddhist, many in the Imperial Garden. Try not to bend a single blade of grass. When you see lots of yellow, you're getting close. Yellow is the Emperor's color, and everything inside the Forbidden City is designed to be in harmony, even our bowels. Now bend slowly at the waist, and back up again. Awesome bow to the Emperor, everyone. Okay, let's start walking again like normal. The Forbidden City is an incredible cultural treasure. What was the first really important cultural treasure you remember seeing? Was it a touring exhibit at a museum? Was it a historical site you traveled to go see? It's remarkable to encounter another culture's treasures, sense their importance, and appreciate their relevance. Keep walking. The Forbidden City is the world's biggest ancient palace, and no building could be taller during the reign of the Emperor. My, how things have changed in Beijing since then. I wonder what the Emperor would say if he could see Beijing now. The Forbidden City was the Emperor's palace in China. But how many emperors called it home? Was it 14, 24, or 34? The Forbidden City was the home of 24 Chinese emperors before the last emperor, Hui, abdicated in 1912. This is Hong Kong, one of the world's most densely populated cities. Okay, let's sit down. Lift up our legs and start pedaling. While the rickshaw may be going out of style, getting good exercise by riding a bike never will. The city of Hong Kong used to be controlled by the British. In 1997, it reverted to being under China's authority. Keep those legs moving. It's a major global trade center. Just start counting skyscrapers if you don't believe me. It was also one of the 4 Asian tiger economies with rapid growth after World War II. Okay, let's stand up. Now, squat down and then back up as you make a U with your arm. Like that. Hong Kong means fragrant harbor in Chinese. One of the reasons it grew so fast was because of its deep natural harbor. It is shaped like a U and is considered to have good feng shui since the U shape can hold lots of luck. The Chinese view luck as something very special and have lots of superstitions about what is considered lucky. Let's have some fun. Start swaying and turning our torso with our hands over our head, like a dragon parade on Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year is a time to sweep away bad fortune and ill wishes. Not that a giant dragon needs any help scaring away bad luck. That was fun. Stroll with me. Feng Shui is a Chinese philosophy about harmonizing with the surrounding environment. They see it as an invisible force that binds the universe and humanity together. Think back to a place where you felt that everything was in harmony. Was it somewhere peaceful and quiet? Were you outdoors? Or maybe inside with good friends? Finding harmony with your surroundings is not only a good way to enjoy yourself, it's also a healthy way to reduce stress and anxiety. Wow, you are doing great on our travels through China today. We started in Shanghai and its skyscrapers, and then to the Forbidden Palace and its thousands of rooms. And just now, finding harmony in Hong Kong. So it's a good time to align our chakras and save some energy for the second half of our travels across China today. Grab a drink of water if you need to, or plan to have one after we've finished. Either way, we'll be back to continue our journey together soon. Oh, and see if you know the answers to these fun facts about China. China is a great cradle of civilization, with its culture spanning some 5,000 years. Here, on the Yangtze River, it feels like we're traveling back in time. Take your arms and start working them like you're holding a long pole to propel a riverboat downstream. The Yangtze is China's longest river, at nearly 4,000 miles long. The Yangtze, or Long River, flows east through China. It is one of the busiest waterways on the planet. It has over 700 tributaries, and its river basin is home to a third of China's 1.2 billion people, more than the entire population of the United States. The largest hydroelectric power station in the world, the Three Gorges Dam, is on the Yangtze River. Let's swing our arms in circles like the dam's massive generators. Water flows through the dams, creating 22,000 megawatts of power. That's 50% more than the world's second largest hydroelectric power plant. The Three Gorges Dam is massive, a full 1.5 miles long, and used enough steel to build 63 Eiffel Towers. Woo! Way to power through that, everyone. All right, time for some energy bounces. up on our toes. China needs all that electricity to power the thousands of factories and millions of homes. Originally expected to supply 10% of China's electrical needs, the Three Gorges Dam is now providing less than 2%. Not because it isn't doing its job. China's economy is growing that much faster. Okay, let's conserve our energy with an easy walk. Dams are incredible feats of engineering. What was the first dam you remember seeing? Were you on water or on land when you saw it? The memories many dams help make and the recreational spaces they create are often more powerful than the energy they produce. Let's move from power generation to pandemonium. This is the giant panda preserve in Chengdu. Raise your hands if you love pandas. I thought so. The giant panda bear is one of China's most cherished animals. Let's sit down and put our arms and our legs out in front of us like we are climbing up a tall bamboo stalk. Pandas eat bamboo, like 20 to 30 pounds every day. Bamboo is not high in protein or energy, so that explains why they are so lethargic and why we sometimes can feel the same way when we are not getting enough nutrition in what we eat. Okay, let's have some fun. Stand up and strike an intimidating Shaolin panda pose. While pandas only do kung fu on the big screen, real-life pandas pretty much just eat and roam around looking for food. Okay, switch legs. Pandas have a different balancing act from other bears when winter comes. They do not hibernate. Instead, they just move toward a warmer climate. Okay, let's stand back up. Now, on our tiptoes, like we're trying to catch a glimpse of a panda at a zoo. Panda bears are incredibly popular at zoos and draw large crowds. Pandas also cost twice as much as the next expensive animal to house, elephants. And zoos have to pay the Chinese government a yearly fee because the pandas are only on loan and never given to another country. Well done. Okay, let's start walking. While the giant panda is a very popular animal to see at the zoo, there are many others you could see as well. What was an animal you remember seeing at the zoo? Was it furry or very large? Seeing amazing creatures from other parts of the world up close can often become a memory that lasts forever. We know that giant pandas are an endangered species, but how many of them survive in the wild? Is it 200, 2,000, or 20,000? The answer is an estimated 2,000 giant pandas are thought to still live in the wild. We're at China's most famous landmark, the one, the only, Great Wall of China. There's lots to see, so let's pick up the pace a little and look around. The Great Wall is actually a series of mini walls built over hundreds of years to keep invaders out. While much of the wall has declined over the centuries, long sections still remain in excellent condition. The entire system totals more than 13,000 miles of walls and branches, making it the longest building in human history. Let's stop. This is a great place to do some stretching. Put your arms out and let's bend to the side as far as you can stretch. The Great Wall is between 16 and 26 feet high. Okay, now to the other side. That's 5 to 8 meters for you metric fans. Okay, now squat down as you stretch your arms out to the side. The wall is 20 feet wide at the base. Keep your arms out wide and narrows to 16 feet wide at the top. Nice stretching, everyone. Okay, let's pick up the pace. All along the Great Wall were guard towers and garrisons for troops. One of the most famous is the Cloud Platform at Juyongguan. It was originally part of a Buddhist temple, complete with ancient relics. Over time, the structure on top of the intricately carved Cloud Platform disappeared. Let's stop and take in one big breath to appreciate all of this Chinese history. Boy, that felt good. Okay, let's get back to walking. While sections of the Great Wall north of Beijing have been restored and are very popular tourist centers, much of the original Great Wall is gone or in disrepair. Erosion, development, and repurposing materials over the centuries have reduced the Great Wall to a small fraction of what it used to be. Where the Great Wall still stands, it will likely remain forever, or at least for another 5,000 years. Boy, I sure worked up an appetite traveling across China. Good thing Chinese food is now popular around the world. And no, I'm not talking takeout. I mean eating lots of vegetables and grains. The Chinese have long believed that what you eat affects how you feel. It's been great fun exploring China with you. Thank you so much for coming along. Maybe we could do it again sometime. Maybe sometime soon. I certainly hope so. Until then, 再见, everyone. I can remember that trip like it was yesterday. Or maybe it was even today. When I'm traveling, I like to stretch the muscles that I've used once our journey is done. If you're standing, have a seat. Let's first lace our fingers together and push your arms out forward in front of you. Oh, boy, that feels good. Next, let's lift our left knee up and pull it towards you. Excellent. Now let's do the same with our right knee. There you go. Okay, time now for a few deep breaths. Breathe in as far as you can, raise your arms up above your head. And breathe out as you move your arms to your side. Good job. Breathe in. Breathe out. I can just imagine what it must have been like entering the Forbidden City in Beijing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pedaling along the streets of Hong Kong. Paddling down the Yangtze River. Climbing with giant pandas. Breathe in. Breathe out. And walking along the Great Wall of China. So, Yo Shen Fan, which is Mandarin for Bon Voyage. Taking a fanciful journey like that today reminds me of all kinds of things. What did you remember from today's journey? It's always good to remember things like that. Until next time, make it a memorable day.